Good evening. You're watching Independent News. I am Sakhawat Khan. We begin with the headlines before we go into the details. The three-member World Bank panel of experts to oversee a probe into alleged corruption in the Pod the Bridge project has held its first meeting with the Anti-Corruption Commission today. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has unveiled the 3G mobile service via state-run Teletalk. Four suspects in the Shagur and Rooney murder case have been taken on a 5-day remand. The three-member World Bank panel of experts to oversee a probe into alleged corruption in the Pod the Bridge project has held its first meeting with the Anti-Corruption Commission, or ACC, today. The panel members went to the ACC office around 3 p.m. After the meeting, Alan Goldstein, the World Bank resident representative in Bangladesh, and Ghulam Rahman, the ACC chairman, talked to reporters about the outcome of the meeting. The ACC chairman said that the first day of the meeting was fruitful.
We had a very productive initial meeting with the Anti-Corruption Commission, and they have shown us their full cooperation. And the topic of the discussion was the way in which the panel and the ACC will work together so that the panel can provide advice and also assess the characteristics of the investigation.
The meeting was held in a very friendly and amicable environment. We explained them the prosecution system and how probes are conducted in our country. We believe that we are able to provide satisfactory answers to their questions.
Bangladesh has entered the 3G mobile service era. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina today unveiled the service via state-run Teletalk. She said that her government is gradually implementing the pledge for a digital Bangladesh. The Prime Minister's son, Sajib Wajid Joy, said that if the Awami League is voted to power in the next general elections, 4G mobile service will also be implemented.
Some 300,000 Teletalk subscribers in and around Dhaka will get 3G service for now. Inaugurating the service, the Prime Minister made a phone call to President Zillur Rahman and then talked to students of Azimpur Girls' School. In her speech, the Prime Minister said that the 3G technology will improve the communication system.
Bangladesh is going forward with the digitized world. Some 100 million mobile SIM cards are being used in Bangladesh, where the total population is 160 million. We are moving towards a digital Bangladesh free from technology divide for all citizens of the country.
Prime Minister's son Sajib Wajid Joy said that 4G service would be introduced in Bangladesh in the future if Awami League is voted to power again.
We hope all our private mobile operators will start providing 3G service by the next year. But we have a wider vision. Now we have brought 3G. If Awami League comes to power again, we will introduce 4G technology. It's already included in our plan.
3,000 Teletalk sales centers and 8 customer care centers will start selling 3G SIM cards from tomorrow. Teletalk customers will also be able to convert their 2G SIM cards to 3G.
The Anti-Corruption Commission has interrogated TN Brothers' managing director Tawhid Hassan and director Taslim Hassan over the Sonali Bank loan scam. An ACC probe team led by Mir Zainul Abidin Shibli interrogated numerous officers of TN Brothers. Replying to press queries, Tawhid said that he does not know the exact amount of money taken by his organization as loan from Shunali Bank. He also denied that he has any link with the Hallmark Group.
We provided all information sought by the Anti-Corruption Commission to prove that our company is not fake. We submitted all related documents. I cannot tell about the total amount of loan until the bank completes audit.
A Dhaka court has granted 5-day remand for 4 suspects in the journalist couple Sagar and Rooney murder case. However, the defense lawyer termed the granting of remand as illogical before obtaining DNA samples of the accused.
Kamrul, Rafiq, Bokul and Said, detained as murder suspects in the Sagar Rooney murder case, were brought to the Chief Metropolitan Magistrates Court today. The 4 pleaded not guilty at the court of Metropolitan Magistrate Keshav Rai Chaudhuri. The Rapid Action Battalion, who were investigating the murder, applied for a 10-day remand of each of the 4. The court later granted 5-day remand for each. The defense lawyer, however, termed the granting of remand illogical as DNA samples of the 4 suspects have not been obtained yet.
It is possible that statements under Section 164 will be obtained during the remand, but the DNA samples will not prove any match. If that happens, it will hamper the case investigation.
However, the State Council argued that it is legal to take suspects to remand even before DNA tests.
They will be interrogated. That will reveal if the suspects are innocent or guilty. I don't see any reason to wait for DNA test match at this stage.
These 4 suspects are also charged with murder of Dr. Narayan Chandra Datta Nitai.
BNP chairperson Khaleda Zia has left Dhaka for a week-long visit to China. She left Shah Jalal International Airport on a Thai Airways flight this afternoon. She will spend the night in Bangkok and board a flight to China the next morning. Party sources said that Khaleda will hold talks on bilateral interests during her stay in China. She will also hold talks with leaders of the Communist Party of China. The opposition leader is scheduled to return home on the 20th of this month.
We believe that the Bangladesh-China relation will be strengthened through this visit. Considering the current geopolitical situation of our country and of the region, we can see that China will play a significant role in this region in coming decades. So, the visit of our chairperson is very significant from a political aspect.
Senior leaders of the main opposition BNP are visiting different countries to drum up international support for the party. BNP chief Khaleda Zia left for China today. She is also expected to tour India, Germany and several other countries. Meanwhile, acting Secretary General of the party, Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir, is now in Belgium.
The BNP has been campaigning in the country to rally public support for a non-party caretaker government to hold the next general election. The party is now trying to get the international support. As part of their endeavor, BNP Acting Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir met a top Belgium leader on Friday. BNP leaders said that election, politics and bilateral issues were on the meeting agenda. Fakhrul is also scheduled to go to the United States.
We want to make our friendly states understand that we will be able to deliver more good governance if we form the government in the future.
More good governance. Bharat, China, Japan, সহ বেশ কয়েকটি দেশে
Khaleda Zia will visit India, China, Japan and some other countries. The visit aims to build an international stance against the current situation in the country.
বিশ্বে একটি জনমত সৃষ্টি করা
Khaleda Zia today left Dhaka for a 7-day visit to China. She is expected to visit India and some European countries soon.
The Communist Party of China had invited Khaleda Zia in the past too. Our relations with China is very important. Khaleda Zia is expected to visit India sometime after Eid later this month.
BNP leaders hope to build strong relations with some important countries through these visits.
State Minister for Home, Shamsul Haq Tuku, has said that some educational institutions in the country are training militants. Tuku made the comment after a ministerial meeting in the Secretariat today. The junior minister said that committees have been formed to gear up nationwide anti-militancy campaigns. Tuku also said that school authorities have been instructed to make anti-militancy speeches every day before or after the national anthem. The State Minister for Home also said that the government has taken necessary steps to maintain law and order during the upcoming Eid and Puja vacation.
Law enforcers have been put on the highest alert. They have been instructed to make a strategy to ensure peaceful observation of Eid al-Adha and of Durga Puja. We have also asked the school authorities to make students aware about militancy.
We'll take a short break now, but here's what's coming up after the break. A Transparency International Bangladesh report says that 97% of the lawmakers in the current parliament are involved in different types of irregularities. The detective branch of the police have seized fake currency notes worth 100 million taka and have arrested 10 people from the capital over the matter. The Transparency International Bangladesh, or TIB, says that 97% of the lawmakers in the current parliament are involved in different types of irregularities. A study by the TIB also shows that 53% of the members of parliament are even linked to criminal activities. The Bangladesh chapter of the Berlin-based anti-corruption watchdog released the study report at a media briefing in the capital today. The study, conducted on 149 lawmakers of the current parliament, finds that 53% of the MPs are engaged in some positive activities. However, the TIB did not find any evidence of any positive efforts by the remaining 47% of the MPs. The TIB report also says that most people are not happy with the performance of their MPs. The TIB says that the lawmakers cannot be brought to book for irregularities because of some complications.
Center involved with criminal activities.
97% lawmakers are linked with different irregularities. We propose a law to prevent lawmakers from being involved in development activities, ignoring their main responsibilities.
We continue with the news now, but that's with Adnan Hussain. Adnan, do you have anything interesting for us?
Oh, well, too many fake counterfeit notes.
Ooh.
And before Eid and Puja, something to worry about.
Matter of worry, yes indeed. Tell us about it.
Thank you. The detective branch of the police have seized fake currency notes worth 100 million taka and fake notes making equipments from the Kamrangi Chor and Damra areas of the capital. They also seized 100,000 taka fake rupees. 10 people were arrested in this connection.
The seizures and arrests were made from Aminbag of Demra and Pushtim Rasulpur of Kamrangirchar areas. The police say that Jaman Bishwash, one of those arrestees, started making fake notes in 1999 using color photocopiers and screen prints. He was arrested and sent to prison several times, but Zaman continued to make fake currency notes on his release from jail.
I started making fake notes using screen prints, then with color photocopiers. I give the notes to dealers who sell them in retail market.
The police said that the fake notes were produced ahead of the Eid al-Adha when trading booms.
The fake note making ring told us that they made these ahead of the Eid al-Adha and Durga Puja when money transactions increase. Especially during Eid al-Adha, a large sum of money changes hand in cattle markets. They had a target of selling fake notes worth 1 billion taka. They have already supplied fake notes worth around 100 to 150 million taka.
2 cases have been filed with Kamrangirchar and Demra police stations.
A modern food testing laboratory has been inaugurated at the Institute of Public Health and Nutrition at Mohakali in the capital. Health Minister AFM Ruhul Haq inaugurated the lab today. At the inauguration program, the Health Minister said that vegetables, fruits and other food items are now being treated with poisonous chemicals. He hoped that the newly established laboratory will be able to detect formalin and other chemicals in food. The laboratory has been established at a cost of $2.5 million with the assistance of the Food and Agricultural Organization.
To welcome all you to this
State Minister for Law Kamrul Islam has said that BNP leader Maudud Ahmed's comment on the case filed against Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina is tantamount to contempt of court. He also urged Maudud to withdraw his comment. Kamrul made the statement while talking with journalists at the Secretariat today. The junior minister alleged that despite being a senior lawyer, Maudud Ahmed is trying to misguide the nation by making false statements about the Prime Minister and about the judiciary. On a different note, Kamrul said that a fair and impartial probe is being carried out to find the perpetrators of the Ramu violence. The death toll in the storm that lashed coastal areas on the 10th of October has risen to 40. However, the government puts a low figure for the death toll. Meanwhile, many fishermen are still missing in Noakhali and Bhola. According to a government report, the deadly storm claimed 18 lives in Hathia, Subarnachor and Company Ganju Pazelas of Noakhali. On the other hand, non-government sources say that the death toll has already climbed to 26. Locals alleged that they have not received any relief yet. The situation is the same in another storm-hit district, Bhola, where 14 people have been killed in the storm. The local administration claimed that they have already started relief operations in the affected areas. Trading on the Dhaka Stock Exchange closed with a fall in its benchmark index on the first day of the week today. Prices of most shares traded on the country's premier bourse also declined. The DSC General Index lost 30 points to close at 4,451 at the end of day's trading. Of the 267 issues traded, prices of 82 gained, 175 declined and 10 remained unchanged. Shares and mutual funds unit worth 6.91 billion taka changed hands. Syria has banned Turkish civilian planes to fly over its territory. The ban comes just days after Turkey intercepted a Syrian-bound plane, claiming it carried Russian-made munitions for the Syrian army. Syria has described the claim as a lie, challenging Ankara to put the seized goods on public view. The Syrian Foreign Ministry said its bans on Turkish flights was in retaliation for a similar move from Ankara. Turkey has not announced such a measure. However, it is said that it will continue to ground Syrian civil planes it suspects are carrying military cargo. Tension also has been rising between the two countries after a series of cross-border incidents. Turkey's government has backed the Syrian opposition and has called for the resignation of President Bashar al-Assad. That's all from me now. Anything that you want to add?
That's all we have for today. And that's all we have for now. You can get more news and updates from independent television through your mobile phones. For breaking news, go to your mobile message option, type *B and send to 16232. For daily news updates, type *DN and send to 16232. You can also call 16232 from any operator to listen to the latest headlines in Bangla. And that's all we have from the English News Desk this evening. We'll be back tomorrow at our usual time of 8 p.m. Thank you for watching and good night.
Good night.